I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play, no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth. It's only what you do. Some things you gotta do.
Hey, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Bananas, kale, blueberry, chai seeds, flaxseed, almond milk, and you guys, whatever the rest is in there. But anyways, man, if you want that song, just cash at me $1.50 at Silent Heroes, SilentHeroes, SILENTHEROS, which is my Instagram name. And two, I gotta sign up to my Patreon, dog. Though I just did a video where I brokered $1 million deal live for y'all on Patreon. So go check it out. Y'all want to see $1 million deal in real life and be inspired, and how I came from the bottom up and how I'm literally buying my block back. Go subscribe to my Patreon. It's my last video I just did. And I appreciate you guys in advance. And let's build this community where we're all financially free and wealthy and got all the time we want and need to invest in ourselves. All right, let's shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. He did a great interview with Bob Arum in his office. You know what I mean? Great interview. And yeah, let's delve into this shit. He said basically he's waiting on Spence and Haymon to make the deal. He says if that's what they want, we'll find another fight for his fighter, you know. And now if you see, there comes a point where you don't believe Bob and you want to believe Bob. So let's just stay in the middle and take it for what it's worth, right? If he says he's going to wait for them and not initiate the fight, that's admission that you're in deferment, right? Meaning that you're just going to follow their lead. You're going to follow the footprints in the sand, all my Christians out there. You know what I mean? And you guys just take it for what it is, man. This fight is only going to be made on the PBC side. Bob Arum is unwilling to invest. You understand what I'm saying? Because any fight can be made if you have the money, right? We all know that history tells us that. Go back to Ali and Frazier. Remember that? I'll give you X million dollars. I'll take X million dollars, and we have a fight. If y'all remember that dialogue. And you understand, Floyd Mayweather saying he can fight anybody in the world because he can double your highest payday. So if you make $4 million, he'll give you 8. You see what I'm saying? So and now in today's time, if Bob Arum truly wanted to fight but he doesn't want to take a fiscal loss. And I genuinely believe that's what it boils down to. You know, he doesn't want on the hook for this fight. And people say, you can't say why Fury and Wilder are being made. It's simple. They're both putting money in the pot. When they say it's a co-promotional deal to ESPN, that means I'm putting in a certain amount of money and you're putting a certain amount of money, and we're going to make this fight. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, that's what it is. Fuck all these narratives and people talking about it's this fault and that's fault. It's simply, the simple answer is they don't believe, ESPN do not believe that they can afford another loss with their fighter. It's simply put, man. And that's the reality of it. And no one's afraid to fight, but people are afraid to put money up. That's the whole narrative. All right. And Blue Blood, it's a 12-minute interview. I suggest that you watch it. And we talked about it in my live last night. If you missed my live last night, damn, we went everywhere, man. We went from coast to coast in that motherfucker, man. From dating to fighting, you know what I mean? We even had a special guest on there, man. And but yeah, man. So feel free and go watch Blue Blood's interview. Come back to this interview, but this sort of review like video. But that's the truth, man. So there you have it, man. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Do not forget. Join my Patreon. Patreon is I'm doing videos, shit, in rapid fire. You know, what I mean, I'm actually having fun doing it because, um, you know, what I mean, I that's more of a concentrated audience of the people that actually want to be there. You know what I mean? So I'm much more open as it relates to my content there. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. You guys have a splendid day. I literally brokered $1 million deal on my Patreon last night, and hopefully we'll be going in escrow in the next 72 hours per se. So it's Friday, so probably gotta wait till Monday. But yeah, man, happy Friday. Good luck, Carissa Shields. Do not forget Carissa Shields, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Jerron Ennis is on the card. He looks like he's fighting a guy that is everybody else's sparring partner, you know. So he should look sensational. And that's pretty much who he's fought thus far in his career. But, you know, he has to step up, and we'll see what happens with his career. And Alicia Napoleon is fighting as well, the Express. She's fun. I like her. She trains at Gleason's gym, so I see her at every media event that's at Gleason gym, and she's rather sweet, rather kind, humble woman. So go feel free to support her, and obviously the GWOAT Carissa Shields, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And but lastly, man, stop going back and forth. The simple answer is PB Spence versus ESPN fighter. All right. It's going to have to be a co-promotional deal. That's the only way this fight is going to happen. Okay. Because people want to get the money. And once they realize, excuse me, let me back up. As it stands right now, ESPN is unwilling to put money up for the fight. So people will have to wait. And that's the simple answer. So if they want the fight, I mean, offer Earl a $20 million guarantee, 25, whatever he desires, 25 million. If you believe that fight sells out arenas. And here's the catch. You want the truth? Manny Pacquiao versus Earl Spence sells out any stadium in America, right? Given great weather, right? Part two. ESPN's fighter versus Earl Spence. It's only an arena fight. Only sells out in arena. It doesn't sell. It can sell out Dallas Cowboys Stadium, but can it sell out Dodger Stadium? I don't think so. So that's the point I'm making. So that's more of a regional sellout in terms of football arena, but it's definitely a sellout in terms of a basketball arena. So and that's the truth. Manny Pacquiao, Earl Spence sells out anywhere in America. So barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, man, and have a great Friday, y'all. Peace.